It's fascinating, isn't it? How easily your mind adapts, how naturally it absorbs the flow of information. You might find almost effortlessly that learning becomes simpler, more fluid, each idea appearing just when you need it, like a fresh breeze, effortlessly filling the space. In fact, the more you notice this happening, the more you realize it was always there, waiting for you to simply allow it to flow. And as you allow this, you notice how it feels when thinking becomes clearer, sharper, even quicker. There's a shift, isn't there? It's as if your mind has always been capable of this, and now it's operating on a whole new level, as if a door has opened, and your thoughts come together with greater ease. And that ease is like an automatic flow, a process that feels as natural as breathing. Now you may also discover your memory becomes more vivid, more detailed, as if every piece of information is precisely where it needs to be, in the right place at the right time. And with this ease of remembering, it's as though every piece of knowledge is waiting to be recalled. At the very moment you choose it, imagine just for a moment how deeply this process is embedded. How you can trust in your mind's ability to remember effortlessly, no matter what the task at hand might be. Because it feels automatic, doesn't it? As if the process itself, the ability to remember, is always in motion. And that motion is getting smoother, faster, more efficient each and every day. In fact, it's interesting to notice how ideas, they seem to form so naturally, almost without effort, as if they're simply emerging from the space between what you already know and what you're about to discover. They come together, perfectly timed, like puzzle pieces falling into place. And with every idea that forms, there's a natural sense of pride in the creativity that flows through you. You can feel how easy it is to express yourself, to take those ideas and to share them in ways that others can understand. Ways that not only make sense, but that resonate deeply. Can you sense how creativity becomes a natural part of who you are? It's almost like an automatic response, a skill that you've always had, just waiting for you to unlock it more fully. Every time you create with ease. Not because you have to try, but because it's simply the way your mind works now. Constantly reaching for new, exciting ways to think and to express. And as you do, others feel that energy. They can't help but notice how engaging and charismatic your presence becomes. And as this continues, you'll notice how your brain, that incredible tool of yours, is working more effectively than ever before. It's as though every day it becomes more finely tuned, sharper, more focused, yet effortlessly open and expansive, ready to take in whatever comes next. And the beauty of it is, you don't have to make any effort for this to happen. It just does. Almost like the way a flower blooms in its own time, effortlessly, beautifully, naturally. Now take a moment and imagine yourself, in the near future, having this belief, this understanding, that learning is easier, thinking is faster, remembering is more effortless. Creativity flows like a river, and your ideas, they're clearer and more compelling every day. As you take that belief into your life, it feels like an anchor, holding you steady and confident, knowing that everything you need, everything you desire, is already unfolding within you, simply waiting to be expressed. And just notice as you reflect on this, how those beliefs, they begin to weave themselves into the very fabric of who you are, becoming your natural state of mind. Your brain is working better, yes, and that can be a pleasant surprise for you, as you realize it's all happening with ease. It's effortless, it's simple, and most of all, it's part of you now. Just like breathing. And the more you notice it, the more you'll see how true it is. It becomes a pattern, a way of thinking that feels almost automatic, yet so powerful. And isn't it amazing how easily all of this comes together? It's almost as if your mind It's always known exactly how to make learning easy, isn't it? Because when you think about it, the ease with which new ideas come to you, almost effortlessly, is simply part of your natural process. And as you recognize this, you might notice how your brain, in its perfect design, it operates at its highest potential, naturally faster, sharper, more creative, more fluid with every passing moment. It's as if every cell of your body is working in perfect harmony, guiding you to think quicker, remember more, and create with ease. Can you see it now? The effortless flow of your thoughts, faster and clearer. Just as though your brain has a built-in mechanism to make every task easier, smoother. As you notice this, as if your mind is automatically adjusting itself to work in the most efficient and effective way. Almost like it's shifting gears, but so smoothly, you can hardly even notice it happening. Every time you engage with something new, your brain absorbs it without hesitation, without effort. Almost like it's a part of you that's always been waiting to shine. And just as easily, every idea you think becomes clear, organized, ready to be shared. There's no effort in formulating ideas. They just flow automatically. You begin to sense every idea is connected to another, just waiting to unfold in a perfect sequence. It's almost as if creativity itself is a wellspring that never runs dry, always bubbling up, always fresh, always just right. And it feels so good, doesn't it? Knowing how naturally you create, how effortlessly ideas take shape in your mind, just as though they've always been there, waiting for you to notice. Now when you think about remembering things, there's no need to struggle with it because you realise how easy it's always been for you. And the more you notice this, the more you realise your ability to remember, recall and absorb information, it grows stronger every day. It's like an internal process that just works, smoothly, efficiently, like a well-oiled machine. So every time you need to retrieve information, it's as if your mind has already laid out the perfect pathway, ready for you to walk down without even thinking about it. And as you do, you might find not only are you remembering better, but you're also able to express yourself with greater clarity, with more confidence, with more presence. It's as if your very thoughts are magnetized towards expressing themselves clearly, creatively, and with power. Each time you speak, each time you share your ideas, others respond to you in ways that you've noticed before. Fascinated, engaged, drawn in by the charisma that you effortlessly exude. And you may find, as you reflect on this, it's not even something you need to try. It happens automatically. As if your mind has an inner blueprint for creating charisma, for engaging others, for making sure that your words and ideas, they land with precision and impact. Can you sense how powerful it is, how natural it feels? Because it's happening right now, as you allow these changes to integrate deeper into who you are. And in the background, almost unnoticed, your brain continues to grow, to expand, to become more agile, more adaptable with every passing moment. And just thinking about this, your brain is already making those adjustments, fine-tuning itself to work even better, even more efficiently. It's like you have your own internal upgrade happening. And the best part is, you don't have to do a thing. It's happening because you're open to it, because you believe in your own ability to learn, to think, to create, to remember. And now, more than ever, those abilities are working for you, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. In fact, you might find every day brings a new sense of ease, a new level of comfort into your ability to engage with the world, to think clearly, to become more creative, more confident, more charismatic. You're already noticing how things are falling into place, almost without effort. And with every new moment, you'll find the more you embrace this process, the more it becomes second nature, until it's just a part of who you are. Doesn't it feel wonderful to realise learning, It's not something you have to struggle with, but something you can enjoy, effortlessly, naturally, with every idea, every word, every action falling into place in perfect harmony. Because it's so interesting how you can already sense how much easier it feels to absorb new information. It's almost like your mind has unlocked a new level of efficiency, where learning happens so effortlessly, and you wonder why it ever felt hard before. And it's clear now, isn't it, that the process of thinking, the speed at which you process ideas, is naturally sped up. So naturally, you don't even have to try. It just happens. It's like a flow of water moving downstream, smoothly, easy, and unstoppable. Every time you need to think, you feel your mind shifting gears, smoothly and easily, in the right direction. Ideas, they come to you, as if they were always there, just waiting for the perfect moment to surface. And when they do, they seem to be perfectly formed, already connected, already making sense. It's almost as though your unconscious mind has learned the art of connecting thoughts together, effortlessly, like puzzle falling into place, piece by piece, faster and more natural than before. As this happens, you notice your memory becomes more precise, more vivid, as if you're able to recall every piece of information just when you need it. It's almost as though there's a built-in system now, a perfectly organised network in your mind that allows you to access everything you need to know, as easily as you pick up a phone to dial a number. And with this heightened memory, it feels so effortless to retain new information, as if your mind is designed to store it all with ease, recalling it exactly when you need it, with no struggle. Your creativity is increasing too, isn't it? You might even notice it in small moments, where you come up with new ideas without even thinking about it. It's as if creativity has become your natural state, flowing through you in waves, always available, always fresh. There's a sense of ease when you create, as though your mind knows exactly how to turn every thought into something original, something that feels uniquely yours. The more you create, the easier it becomes to keep creating, and soon you find yourself surprised by just how much you can generate, how much more you can express. Your ideas, they're connected, aligned, flowing together, like a stream that never runs dry. And just as naturally, you'll find yourself more expressive, more engaging, more charismatic. It's almost like there's a magnetism that pulls others in, as if the confidence you have in your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity is something others can feel. And the more you speak, the more others listen, not just to your words, but to the energy, the confidence, the ease with which you express yourself. Can you feel how effortless it is to connect with people, to engage them, to draw them in? It's automatic now, just like breathing. What's even more fascinating is how you can sense your brain working in the background, constantly improving, evolving, adapting. Each day it gets sharper, quicker, more efficient, and yet it feels effortless, like a quiet, invisible shift. And as this happens, you can find yourself able to think faster, more clearly, more creatively, without effort, just like that. And the more you allow it, the more this process becomes a part of who you are. It's as if your mind knows how to take in new information, how to express your ideas, how to connect with others. And it's doing it all automatically. You don't even have to think about it anymore, do you? It's happening because it's becoming who you are, a natural part of you. Every time you recognize it, every time you feel that smooth flow of thoughts, creativity, memory, and expression, it strengthens, it deepens, it becomes even more effortless. Your brain, your creativity, your charisma, they're working together, and it feels like it's always been this way. And isn't it amazing how everything is falling into place? Each belief, each thought, each action, it aligns perfectly, as if you always had the ability to learn faster, to think clearer, to create more, and to express yourself in ways that captivate and engage. And the more you embrace this, the more it simply becomes who you are, naturally, easily, without any effort at all.